All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wake Up Call with the Kansas City Call
Wake up.
with Jason Joseph and Larnell Jones. We are going to do a retake of a conversation we already had because
I didn't know what I was doing, so
Wes decided not to hit buttons. No, I'm teasing Wes.
yeah, I wouldn't.
It was the new year.
It was the new year.
It was a reset.
It was a reset. So what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about pre-needs, and we're going to what pre-needs actually are, and how Black Americans or African Americans can be more prepared for that moment in time in which we all decide to leave this earth, which will happen some point in time to all of us. It's like birth, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's inevitable.
You're born once and you die once as well.
Hopefully. However, James Bond has died several times.
Okay.
I've seen the movies.
That's perspective. Yeah,
That is perspective.
Okay. 007,
Seriously, I think
right?
007's been buried at sea like what, twice?
Twice, yeah.
At any rate, Larnell, explain to us a little bit about what pre-needs are and how that pertains to your family.
Yeah. Man, listen, thank you for having me.
No problem, man.
It's great to be here. It is.
No problem.
So pre-needs are a tool that is used for someone to literally plan their own homegoing celebration.
Okay.
Ahead of time, before they pass away, right?
Right.
I always say how does the phrase go? We don't plan to fail, we fail to plan, right?
That's right.
And so it's we're insured with with our life insurance, our cars, our homes. Sometimes if you're an athlete, you're insuring your legs, your arms, your everything, right? Your feet, right? But so it's just another tool for what I call preparation, right? For into life as well. It is a reality, like you said earlier. We were born once. We have to pass away at some point as well. And so during that time when someone passes away, there's so many emotions, right? When you're losing someone, there's so many decisions to be made. Your emotional wreck, depending on what the circumstances were.
Right.
And so it just allows you, the person, to, plan their home, how they want to be remembered.
So someone like myself, where I want to be cremated.
Mm-hmm. You want to be what?
Cremated.
What?
Cremated.
Come again?
Cremated.
Okay.
I do not want to be buried at all. Actually, the only way I would want to be buried is in one of those burial pods.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the little tree on top.
Mm-hmm.
That I would do because I figure the tree would absorb whatever of me there is.
The nutrients.
And then off
Jason's
we go.
nutrients.
That's right. And then the thing about being cremated, I've talked to my daughters.
Mm-hmm.
If there's enough ashes, apparently they can make you into a diamond.
I have seen
and
the videos
I would
about
be
that. Yeah.
all about that.
Mm-hmm.
My daughters think that's a little weird. They're like, I don't know if we would wear you, Dad. But right, I'd be like, hey, y'all better kiss that pinky ring. That's your grandpa.
Look, I can see you. Look, I can see you.
Right. But I really want to be cremated.
Okay.
And then if my wife isn't so grief-struck, or my kids, if she goes before me, and pour some of my ashes in the ground, plant a tree, and call it good.
Okay.
I really want to return to the earth, so to speak. Mm-hmm. And I know trees absorb all the nutrients in the ground around them, and so whatever of me is good for them, I am okay to be in the ground for them. But yeah, you're basically saying it's a way of planning your funeral, your homegoing, before all the other emotions wrapped up around your death and money and all that get wrapped up in there. And in coming from my own perspective, my own family, having these conversations and getting these things out
Having the conversation.
process.
Key phrase, having the conversation.
Yes,
Right? Yeah.
it makes the process so much easier. So much easier.
Well, and then I also say, like, what the magic question is, how do you want to be remembered? Like, tell us about, that timeline, your birth, what happened between the year you were born and the year that you passed away, right? Who doesn't know you better than yourself, right?
Right. And some of those things, to me, the interesting thing about some of those things are, like, my grandmother, she didn't like daylilies.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
And she, in a joking fit with me before she had passed, like a week before she had passed, she said, if you let your mama put daylilies anywhere near my casket during the ceremony,
I'm coming back to haunt you.
that's exactly what she said. I'm going to come back and haunt y'all. I swear to God.
Right.
I'm like, Grandma.
Right.
She's like,
yeah.
I don't want a daylily around me.
Yeah.
So I can respect that.
Yeah.
And I understand that. And having these conversations.
Look, at least she told you, right?
Right. And we respect her wishes, just like my mother. She is serious as a heart attack. She said, I want my services to start at 9:00 in the morning. Late. And I know what she's talking about because my mother has never been on time to anywhere.
Okay, yeah.
So she wants everybody in them pews at 9:00.
Well, she wants it to be about herself.
But at 9:30,
Yeah.
y'all can start it.
That's symbolic about how she showed up in the world.
That's about
right?
how she
Yeah.
showed up. Yeah,
I
and she
like
was
it.
always 15, 30 minutes late.
I feel you.
Always. She don't even have the casket in there. I'm like, Mom. She's like, roll it in at 9:20.
Okay.
And then open it up at 9:30. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow. Yeah.
And this is before her dementia really started going. So, I mean, she's serious.
Okay.
So I think having those conversations
Yeah, that's true.
is important.
Yeah.
And I think planning those conversations, like my grandma and her sisters, they had all their plots paid for.
Yeah, and one thing I'm learning too, that a lot of things are a generational thing, right? Because one thing I'm learning, even from a historical perspective, for people of color especially, there was this preoccupation or overemphasis on death, right?
Well, we kind of celebrate it as a culture.
Well, we do, and it
in
does
some
go,
weird
well,
way.
and we do, and it goes back just to the idea of American slavery, and surviving and the oppression, and just. It was better to be in the afterlife than dealing with the woes of the world, and so, that just passed down to the generations, right? And so, and I get it, right?
Well, and going back to your point,
yeah,
I don't quite know how old you are when you're born, but I was born in the 70s. My mom was born in the early 40s, and my grandmother was born in the late teens.
I was born in 1956.
So
Jason.
she went through okay, and Wes was born at 1000 BCE.
You know what?
That's shade, shots fired.
Look. We're gonna have a little side conversation in a second. Wes is so old, he remembers when the Hebrews were enslaved.
Well,
This is what we're gonna bury Jason.
right.
He got jokes.
Look, he pre-planning already. Anyways,
He's got jokes.
Yeah.
So, where was I going with this? So, my grandmother's generation, they went through the Depression.
yeah,
And they didn't want to be a burden on their family.
True.
And so a lot of them, I think,
sense of pride, right?
wanted to pre-plan and have everything taken care of. So when the time came, they weren't a burden on their family or loved ones. And not saying that people are like, well, whatever. Today, I think just our thoughts and our ideas on homecoming have kind of changed a little bit.
Absolutely, sure they have. Absolutely, it's what's interesting. I always tell people and my other colleagues that I am actually, literally, some of the conversations that my professors were having in mortuary school about trends changing. I'm literally watching them play out now. Again, we see cremation is increasing. It's ever increasing every day, right?
Cremation, I think, is starting to become a thing, especially among us younger people.
True.
And I think partly is because I myself have learned a little bit about the embalming process and the whole other process of that they do the process of body. And quite frankly, I'd rather just someone just turn the oven on high and let it go than having to do all that other heroics as far as, embalming me and putting plastic and parts and orifices in my body so things don't leak out and all that. Just go ahead and let's just get it done.
Well, and I think too on another like perspective too is that I think, when you see the actual physical body, it's surreal, right?
Right.
You literally have to deal with like, wait, this happened, this occurred, this person lives, and they're no longer here, right? And so that reality, that discomfort, that pain, is you have to face it, right? And I think the generations are getting, becoming more and more wanting to connect with a sense of discomfort and pain, right?
Right,
emotionally,
right. And there's a lot of discomfort around death.
Right.
I mean, we've talked about
because
that before.
it's the uncomfortable conversation. We can't control it, right?
Right.
And we used to controlling every aspect of our lives, but you can't control death. We have no, what have you. So
Well, not only that, you don't know when it's going to happen.
That's true.
I mean, there's a date out there that we all don't know will be our last date.
Yeah. True.
Not to be morbid.
Yeah. True.
Unless you look through Frida's glasses, though, because
you know what?
Well, yeah, I saw my.
Now I was trying to be.
Because Frida's glasses are so thick.
You know what?
Look, anytime we do something serious, I got to make a joke.
Frida, I'm not in this conversation right now. I'm not here, Frida. I did not hear that.
Her glasses are so thick, you could see.
I saw when I was going to go, how I was going to go. I'm like, oh man,
Shout out to Frida.
Centuries ahead in them glasses.
I hurried up and dropped them glasses.
I think she might be legally blind or close to it. I ain't trying to be funny. I think
Y'all better leave Frida alone now.
Whatever. Listen, when she has to put her glasses on to hear somebody, come on now.
She
come on,
buddy. Braille.
But wait, check this out. So that's the same equivalent of when you're driving in the neighborhood looking for an address.
You turn the radio down?
You turn the radio down like, what? The radio going to make a difference? You're trying to locate this address.
Listen, that's
right?
how you know you got old, though. Because I'll be the first one. I'm like, let me.
Right.
Now, where is this address at?
Lord.
Like turn the volume down. Would make you,
right.
Would it make you focus more? Or, what is that about, right?
Well, it's just like
hilarious.
I don't know.
It's like a natural human instinct to just do that.
It really
right?
is. I don't know if any of your folks smoke, but like back in the 80s, my mom or my dad, when they had to back up, they put that cigarette in their mouth.
Wes, what is going on? What is happening here?
And then and they puffing away on it like the hell, the actual hell. At any rate, so pre-needs as far going back to the task at hand. Pre-needs, I have an understanding that your family was one of the first to start doing this. Is that correct?
Yeah, so my grandmother started what we call back in the day the Citizen Memorial Trust Plan, right?
Okay.
Where a lot of people to come in, meet with a director or pre-need counselor. We're talking back in the 70s and 60s, right? What have you. And basically you would sit down with what we call funeral services counselor at that time, right? And you would literally plan every small detail. And so every month you can make a contribution to your burial plan until it's paid off, right? And essentially it alleviates the pressure and all the decision-making, process for the survivors because everything is planned out. So from every small detail, from like whether you want to have a burial or cremation, you can include the obituary in your floor arrangements. No daisies, right?
Daylilies, but close enough.
There you go.
For me, I don't want no roses.
No roses. Okay, gotcha.
Don't do that. I am not a rose person.
Well.
Ooh, excuse me.
Mr. Joseph, do you hear this right now? Remember, he does not want any roses.
No roses.
Service.
Now, we can do...
dandelions.
Ooh. They die quickly, too, don't they, Wes? Huh?
I don't like you about now. I was about to say I could do a baby's breath. No.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's fitting.
Hilarious.
There's a lot of jokes I'm going to say about flowers, but I'm going to leave that alone.
But no, answer the question.
But go ahead.
You can literally, detail you can literally include every small detail from, register book, obituary, floor arrangements, any merchandise you want, any commemorative items. You can include them in your burial plan, and for the initial down payment is $150, right?
Right.
And then we just ask that a minimal contribution every month of at least $50 is made until it's paid off. And certainly you can do more. if
You-
want to,
right,
but,
right,
you know,
right,
that's
right.
just, but it keeps it manageable for even for
Right.
individuals who are on a fixed income. You know,
Right, right,
So, yeah.
right. I'm gonna side story for a hot second again. There was a guy in Pittsburgh
Mm-hmm.
about 10 or 15 years ago.
Yeah.
He passed away,
Okay.
and he wanted. Not saying you guys would do this,
Mhm.
but he wanted his funeral to look like his living room when he passed,
Yeah, I can see that
with
yeah.
all the Steelers regalia around him.
Mm-hmm.
They put this man. They brought in his lazy boy.
Okay. Yeah.
Put
yeah.
this man in the chair,
Mm-hmm.
dead.
Mm-hmm.
Had the TV playing a Steelers game
Yeah.
at the funeral.
Well, he wanted to be personalized, didn't he? You know.
He showed did.
Yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
Now I think that I'm not saying the
It's
Chiefs.
different, right?
I'm not saying Chiefs fans should do this.
Mhm.
I would come, but
It's intriguing,
that is
right?
that
You know?
is that
So
is
They
something.
really. Wow.
Yeah,
Well, but remember, like last year, they had the remember the nun up in the community up
Yes.
in Gower,
Yeah.
Missouri.
Gower.
No,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Because she had been, if I recall, she'd been
Man.
deceased for a while,
Yeah.
right? And I forget the storyline, but
Right.
they said people were coming from even from other countries.
She had touched a
Right.
lot of lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to see how well her body was preserved, right?
Yeah, that
As
was
well.
wild.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go up there. I think a colleague of mine did, but I thought that was
That's
really-
crazy.
Anyway, that reminds me of
Right.
this scenario that you're mentioning.
Right. I just think it's interesting, the celebration of life,
Yeah.
regardless of who or what you are. It is sometimes it can be very personal.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it can be just as casual as a Sunday afternoon walking home.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and so I always find those things intriguing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
My phone is blowing up today.
Demand and demand.
I
Mhm.
try not to be. But then on the other side of all this, with pre-needs and what have you, what is the biggest issue that you see families have when they come in, regardless of a pre-need or not a pre-need, or just when someone passes? What's the biggest kind of thing you would like everyone to know that should be taken care of, but like before you show up?
Well,
Besides if that insurance policy was paid up.
no. I know, right? Well, I mean, to go back to it, it really goes back to just having the conversation. How do I want to be remembered, right? Granted, again, it is the uncomfortable conversation for some individuals, right? But we also recognize and know that it is inevitable. We also need to know that it is a part of life, right?
It is.
More so than we think it is.
Right.
We watch the news every evening. It's not just homicides.
Mm-mm.
You may have your neighbor, next door who unfortunately found dead in the house,
Right.
as well. Things happen every day.
Well, and I think in some respects we are so removed from my cousin,
Yeah.
on my mom's side, my first cousin.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about this, how we are removing ourselves further and further from death.
Yes, we are.
And when it
Goodness,
happens, it's such a shock now.
it's such a shock.
Because it used to be, you mentioned back in slavery and also back in just a couple of decades ago, our grandparents would kill animals on the farm to eat.
Mm-hmm.
That was everyday life. And also going along with just, knowing your neighbors and knowing people around you that just, so-and-so passed away. We're going to go to their funeral or, this and that. Those things have changed a lot.
Well, I think what I see now too, individuals are really wanting to live life, right? And now we have permission to live and really
Right.
live well, right?
Right.
More so than we ever have. There's so many options. You got social media, and it's so much access to everything now where people can literally live in a different way that
Right.
we never have lived before, on this earth. And so now, so again, that reality of wait, this is it's almost like it's like an illusion. You know,
Right.
It's the fantasy, right? You know, we rather deal with the fake before we deal with the real.
Right.
Some of us, right?
Right,
You know,
right.
And so again, you spend so much time existing, living, surviving that you don't even consider. Hey, wait, I'm not going to be here all the
The end
time.
is coming
you
at
know?
some point.
Right. Now, and then think of like this too. Society is, back in the day, 20, 30, 40 years ago, you had people were more spiritually connected too, right?
Yeah,
And so part of that part of that conversation was being prepared for the afterlife, right? As well, no matter what you believed in,
Right,
where
right.
you're going when you pass away. And so now again, generations are further moving, away from that. And so it's like, again, that consciousness of knowing like, wait, this is a real thing. Wait, I'm not gonna be here forever, And so again, back to what you were saying, it all just goes hand in hand, as well.
Right.
So yeah.
Right.
But then back to your question again. I mean, it's really multifaceted because every situation is different. Every family is different. Every circumstance is different as well, or what have you. So I can't really say it's one particular thing that is defining the industry or the family that we're serving. It's because it's different for everybody that comes in through the doors for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah,
This is a heavy conversation.
it can be right.
I'm kind of like, it's 9. No, it's not. I'm lying to you.
But then
It's 10:30, and I'm like,
This is one that needs.
listen, it is early in the morning. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Listen,
Yeah,
come on, happy
happy
hump
Wednesday.
day.
happy hump day. That's right. It's Wednesday. That's only what y'all want to hear something funny on the side.
What's up?
You know how I learned how to spell Wednesday?
Uh-oh.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Just like Connecticut, connect, I cut.
That makes sense.
Connect. Wait. What?
Connect, I cut. That's how you spell Connecticut.
Ah.
That's
Wes,
good.
I learned something today.
So did I.
On February 25th, 2026, at 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and Connecticut's a
I learned
hard
that
one to me.
Connect, I cut.
Connect, I cut.
Okay.
Connecticut.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh. Let's spit some more funnies here.
Fun facts.
Fun facts with Jason. July, August, September, October, or November. The first letter of all those months spell my name.
Ah.
Yeah.
I would never look at you the same after this.
Do you know how I found that out?
This is
Spell
good.
Jansen?
No, it's spelled Jason, not Jansen.
January.
That's another.
That's
So
funny.
here what happened.
This is hilarious.
I was
right now.
22 years old.
Okay.
I was sitting at Harry's Bar and Table on Westport.
Yeah.
In the afternoon.
It's a good spot, right?
It's a great spot, and I was having.
Come on, Irish pub.
I was having a scotch and soda at the
Okay,
time,
yeah.
enjoying my scotch and soda on the patio there in the middle of the afternoon.
Cool.
And they were talking about stocks, and I saw the stock ticker go by, and I saw my name in my drunken stupor and in day drinking, and I thought it was the best thing ever.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
really sad to admit
Okay,
that. in
well,
public.
listen, we all have life experiences, don't we? So,
That's my name going across the stock ticker.
Hilarious.
Anyway, yeah. So I've joked starting in July. I go, I am now a nonprofit, and if you'd like to donate to me, please do so. It's not true. I'm not a nonprofit, but there's some days I kind of wish I was. But yeah. So let me ask you this:
Yes.
where we got a few more seconds left, or a few more minutes left. How did you get into the funeral business?
great question. In my former life, no, I'm kidding. So,
He did live in Oklahoma, folks.
I did.
How
So
did you do
Well
that?
played.
So
Why did you do that?
it's I have a very interesting. I mean, I'll tell you my story. So I'm third generation.
Okay.
So my grandparents were Lawrence and Eddie Jones.
Okay.
In fact, I don't know if you know this. We just celebrated 75 years in business.
I do.
last fall.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's
Thank
amazing.
You. Thank you. So I didn't have what I call the non-traditional. I didn't have the traditional experience like my uncles, my aunts did, right? Where they literally grew up in this business,
Right.
right? So I was born here in Kansas City. Grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, partly.
Okay.
And so again, came back home, weddings, funerals, visit family,
Right.
summertime or what have you. Of course, the mortuary was always the nucleus of my paternal side of the family, right, or what have you. So anyway, fast forward, my background is healthcare, and I had completed my associates in biology with the anticipation of going to med school or some pre-health profession, right?
Right.
And so once I finished the associates, I remember my sister was like, "So what's next for you?" I'm like, "Well, I've always had this interest in the mortuary field." She was like, "Figures, right?" And so someone had to do it, right?
You are your grandfather's child.
Okay. And so I hear that. I hear
Actually,
that.
you look like him
I
a
receive
lot.
that. I receive it. I receive it. And so
I'm just saying, folks, if you ever go to Lawrence A. Jones on Linwood, there's a picture of his grandma and his granddaddy. And the first time I saw it, I was like,
that's Larnell.
that's Larnell.
There he is.
You know what's
There
wild?
he
A
is.
lot of the elders do tell me that oftentimes. I'm like, I never thought about that, but I get that a lot. I really do.
I see it.
But yeah, no, I decided to go to mortuary school and moved to Oklahoma City. Flew through school or what have you, mortuary academy, stayed down there for a little while, and then I returned here 9 years ago, right? And so my mentality was like, hey, if you don't like it, at least you have a degree to do something else, right?
Right.
And here I am like 12, 13, 14 years later or what have you. And so moved here 2017 just to join the ranks with the family. And yeah, it's been an interesting journey. I would definitely say it does kind of make sense though. 'Cause I remember as a kid, I was always like when you had the pet dog or the gerbil or who passed away, I was always the one coordinating the burial in the backyard.
You did not have services for your
I
goldfish.
did. Well, not the no, the gerbils.
The
gerbils. The gerbils, the hamsters, what have
Did you dig a little 6-inch in the ground? Have the little fake grass around it.
Listen, I was telling my brothers, my brother, like, come on, it's funeral time, y'all, So yeah, it was a thing, right? But like fast forward 25 years later, you're like, wait, I did do that when I was a kid, didn't I? Oh, it makes sense now, So yeah.
I get it. I get told a lot that
Really?
I am a lot like my grandfather.
Okay.
And he was a very on my dad's side.
Yeah.
A very charismatic guy.
Understood.
He was a farmer, and I do like to garden.
Okay.
But I don't think you'd ever find me growing 120 acres of cotton.
Wow.
I don't approve of that, partly because I've worked on that farm. And,
It's hard work.
man, I said something smart to my grandfather one time.
Yeah.
And he gave me a gunny sack and said, "You gonna go out there and pick cotton?"
Ooh.
And I laughed.
Wait, where are you from?
I'm from here,
Right. Okay.
Kansas City, but he's from Opelousas, Louisiana.
Ah, yeah.
And just so you know,
yeah.
Louisiana, the longer the name of the city, the more insignificant it is.
Okay.
So Opelousas is pretty tiny.
Okay. Yeah.
So
okay.
you know.
Yeah.
And it's by Lafayette. It's back in them swamps.
Yeah, I've heard of it before.
Yeah,
I have,
I mean, and there was also a slave uprising there just before the end of the Civil War, and there was also a riot where blacks rioted against the oppression of people that were there in 1870 something. I can't remember. So it's on the map. Anyway, he made me go out and pick cotton,
Oh my goodness.
and I will no.
Yeah. Your poor
No.
fingers.
They hurt.
Yeah.
They hurt. My cuticles have not been right since. And I know that sounds really bad coming from a grown man.
Yeah.
Oh, your cuticles. I'm just telling you, my fingers have never been right ever since.
Yeah.
I do not recommend, 100% do not recommend. That was my taste of what it was like some 100 years ago. And no.
Man, you said that was not for me. That would not have been for me.
No.
Yeah.
I would have had to do something else.
Wow, that's wild.
Because that was
I can't say I've had that experience before.
That was
so
not a
it's not relatable.
thing.
Yeah.
That was not a thing. However, I do enjoy the country, the back country of Louisiana. I think it's nice.
Most
It's beautiful.
Most definitely.
I've
Peaceful.
joked.
Yeah.
I've joked before. I said, I'd love to get a house on the stilts out there and kind of, hunt and fish and do. Actually, I don't like fishing, so that's a farce.
Okay.
But hunt and sit out there and just do whatever. I do like it out there. I
Yeah.
do like.
Why don't you like fishing?
Why don't I like fishing?
Yeah, why don't you like fishing? Because I don't like fishing either, so I want to know.
I could think of 100 other things to do with my time. I just find it boring, just monotonous.
Because a lot of people find it very relaxing.
Yeah, people do. Yeah.
I don't.
That
because,
hook and the worm or
yeah,
the
I don't
bait,
like that.
and I've poked my finger too many times with the hook, and then when you get the fish in, getting the hook out of its mouth and it's flopping, I'm just like, I just want to hit this thing with a hammer and get it over with.
Yeah,
Like,
I used to
just-
go fishing a lot, and I never enjoyed any of those times. There was one time, my thing was we always did it when it was hot, and I guess because the fish are biting when it's hot. But we went one time and it was a nice, cloudy, breezy day. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it until my grandmother's husband pulled out a shotgun
Oh,
and started shooting snakes.
that's a
Oh
shotgun.
no!
Didn't know. There was no warning.
No,
we
nothing.
just
Boom!
So a peaceful moment went from like
it went from
fright
peace
and
to
terror.
chaos and terror
Yeah.
in seconds.
I will say this: we need to wrap up. I enjoyed going fishing with my pops early in the morning,
Okay.
but as soon as that sun got a little high in the sky, especially in June and July, I was done.
Yeah.
Listen, there's nothing like a southern heat.
Nothing.
Right.
Texas,
Right.
Louisiana, Georgia, that heat is not for the weak.
It's oppressive.
And I did this
And I
in
mean,
Oklahoma.
It is very oppressive, you know?
Like it.
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
Because you were in
It's
Tulsa,
disrespectful.
right?
I was in Tulsa.
You're
yeah.
not
So
too far
I-
off from it.
So my
Right, sure.
grandparents lived in Okmulgee, Oklahoma.
I know the area. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got folks and friends in Okmulgee.
And so we
yeah.
go fishing in not Muskogee, it was somewhere. But yeah, that heat was not.
Man.
Yeah.
Okmulgee sounds like a place where you go to and people tell you, listen, she or he might be your cousin, so ask questions.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Like real life.
it was pretty much that way.
Like real life.
It was pretty much that way.
Real life. Yeah.
Sorry to anyone that's from Okmulgee or anything like that. I mean no harm, no disrespect.
Well,
Whatever.
I don't. I'm serious. Just like, you know.
We'll see.
All right, guys, that's been our time. Thank you.
listen, thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
Hey, ain't no thing
Thank
but chicken
you,
wing,
man.
man. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Between you, Orly, and Jamil, y'all are. I feel like we're the young and upcoming black entrepreneurs here in Kansas City.
I love it. I'm here
But-
for it. Yeah.
It is what it is. Hey, thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Peace.